Hello everyone, Melanie here. I wanted to take a moment to share or to talk to you about trauma. And it looks different to everybody. Everybody has it. It comes with life in one way or another. And it always looks different for each person. But the same thing happens in each person. It affects how we believe in ourselves. It affects how we trust ourselves. It affects how we look at ourselves. It affects how we live in life, our coping mechanisms, how we deal with things, our emotions. It changes everything about us. And many of us don't even realize that we have traumas. Sometimes we've forgotten. Sometimes there's just so much of it that we don't understand it, that it is trauma. There's just so many layers to it, and it's really, really hard to unravel. I myself had a very violently traumatic childhood, and I know how difficult it is to live in life day to day and be affected by everything. And it took me a while to figure it out. It took me a while to understand what was going on with me. Why was I was so anxious all the time, why I was so nervous, there was just so much to it. And trauma is not a one layer thing. It's not something that can just go away overnight. It's not something that a pill can take care of. It's something that you have to be able to move through, to heal, to let go of, so that you can enjoy life. Personally, I've always believed that life was meant to be enjoyed, and I've lived my life in search of what that looks like for me. Earlier in my career, it started out in the medical field, and it started out taking care of people. It started out when I was 7, wanting to help people feel better in their bodies by massaging them. And so it kind of has been a theme for my life. I knew what it felt like to hurt. I knew what it felt like to have my body broken. And I knew what trauma felt like. But I really wanted people to feel like there's a difference, that there's a way to be happy, that there's relief. Even from the time I was a child, even going through everything I went through, I still had hope. But there's more to life than trauma, and I want to be able to help. I want to help you. When I first started learning about energy work, I could not believe it. The fact of how beneficial it is and how deep it really is. Energy, I believe, is everything, and Einstein even talked about that. So everything is energy, but everything has the potential to sway energy. How we feel, how we act, our reactions, everything has an ability to affect the energy. And so if we are in a bad mood, that energy, the energy of that chaos, that anger, that frustration, whatever it may be, affects not just us and how we see and perceive the world around us, but it affects those around us. And so I really started diving into that, and I really started wanting to learn how to help that, because that seemed to be the issue for me. I would go to talk therapy and I'd try, talking through things, and sometimes it would work great, and sometimes I just needed a little bit more. And then, I would talk to people and they'd say, well, just get over it. And it's like, well, that's one way to put it. Yes, you're absolutely right. Get over it is great. I would love to, but how? There's something missing. There's something not clicking. How do I make that happen? And so I started really diving into my own feelings and what they felt like and what they were telling me. And then things started clicking. I started feeling anxiety and what it felt like in the pit of my stomach and how it felt, and being able to pinpoint it in others. And then I started noticing that there was so many things that were the same in all of us. and that energy is palpable to me. I can help with it, and I can help move it around, and it's really cool that it helps. And so I started working with it, and I started seeing how it affected me, and how it started changing not just me but the things around me. I started surrounding myself with nature more so that I could be okay, just, not in chaos, and learn what chaos, the difference between chaos and calm. We get stuck living in the 9 to 5 and the day to day, and the grind, it just never stops. And then we forget that there's this whole other part to life. This part is like calm. This part helps you sleep at night. This part helps you deal with things. And if you aren't able to reach that calm, you're just compounding everything, the day-to-day life, the stresses that always keep coming, and you just never find a relief. And so when I started surrounding myself in nature and started really allowing myself to feel what calm felt like, and to acknowledge that I could find that within me, and that there was something within me that wanted that. And the more I started diving into my own journey, the more I started really noticing that I could help others this way. And so being able to tap into not just my energy, but other people's energy, I learned that I was able to help release the stuck parts, the places where people felt like there was just something not moving, or pressure, or things just weren't right. And once I was able to help them start moving those things, they felt lighter, they felt happier, they are moving on with life. I still have communication with several people that I've helped throughout the years, and it's been amazing to see where they are now compared to where they were. And it's beautiful, and it helps on such a deeper level. And even when I was going through and working in massage therapy and doing that, I always felt like there was just something deeper. Medical field, absolutely. I felt like there was just something more. We were feeding the side effects. We were just taking care of side effects. And I wanted to know what we could do to help people deeper and on a more permanent route, so that they're not completely reliant on medications, or on when their next dose is, when they can feel free again, and to be able to be free from medicine, and from having to go to the doctor so often, and all of these bills that just kept compiling. So, being able to see how energy affects the body has brought about this whole new world of understanding for myself and for my clients, the people I work with. I, along the journey, found a Roby chart, and I've shared this with my channel before, but I will share it here again. So this Roby chart was put together and comprised by a few really great authors, really great, I believe, very skilled mediums in what they do. And I love it. I'm a big supporter of it. Once I found this, it helped me make better sense of the things that I was feeling for everybody else. But everything we feel about ourselves, everything every thought that we have about ourselves it affects our body in some way. And it can, if it's left unattended, if it's left to continue, it compounds and it builds, and then we're stuck in not just a state of dis-ease, but disease. That's when things start to get more rough. And there's studies out there, numerous studies, that have already proven that the number one cause of sickness, illness, disease is stress. It even causes death. That's the number one killer for people nowadays, is stress. And so what is stress? If we break down that, what is stress? It's what we think, it's we what we see, what we do, it's life. And it's unavoidable. It's everything, okay? Everything has energy. And so if we can learn how to let go of the things that have happened to us in the past, let that go, forgive, so that we can be free in ourselves to pursue our own truth, to find our own value, and to understand how we can contribute to society as a whole versus how we can just get through this life, I think that we can do great things. And I think that this can honestly change so many lives. And I really believe that it can, because I've seen it happen for my clients. And I know that there are other people doing stuff like this, and I'm not saying theirs is any less effective. I'm saying try it. You know, if you're struggling with any of these things, if you have headaches, and then you notice you're struggling with resisting the flow of your fears, overthinking, refusing responsibility, if you think that if you're having headaches and any of that sounds accurate to you, maybe you should try energy work. Maybe you have a buildup of some sort of thing that fed this belief that you need to let go of, that you need to be free of. If you're having things go wrong with your mouth, taking in new ideas, nourishment, you know, these things can affect how you feel about yourself and how your body feels, how you feel in your body, disease, dis-ease. I have come to, through all of this work, I have come to understand and to believe that the more that we are allowing these beliefs to take over and control our thoughts and how we live our life, the more that we are contributing to our sickness, the more that we are continuing to be an obstacle, our own obstacle in our own happiness. And so I really believe, and I've seen it happen, that when we have these fears, when everything is building up, it's like our body is saying, okay, I've got too much, I'm too full, there's nothing more will fit in here, I need some help. And so I've come to look at those times as like your inner self is pushing back and just kind of saying no more. And I come in like a spotter in a gym, and you've got this boulder on top of you, you've got this weight that you need help lifting off of you, and that's okay. We all get there. We all have been there at some point, or we will be there. And so since I can help, I can feel that boulder, I help lift it off of you. And it's something that I have learned to do through my own practice on myself. And so every person, this is beautiful, because every person, we all have something. We all come to the table with our issues. We all go through things in life. That's nothing to be ashamed of. I don't judge anybody in it, because I understand what pain feels like. I understand what it feels like to be in despair. I understand what it feels like to be stuck and really not know which way to go. I understand what it's like. And I don't want anybody else to have to feel that way, especially if I can help. And so I have dedicated my career to helping people who have been through traumas, who have been through the pain, who are tired of the runaround, who are tired of nothing working, who are tired of being stuck in their head, who want to get further, who are done being in this endless cycle, this endless pattern. I am here to help the people who are ready to be free of that. If you're still making excuses, if you're still wanting to compare yourself to others, if you're still wanting to make excuses. You're not ready for this type of help, the type of help I can give you. And that's okay. I can still give you a massage. I can still show you you're worthy. But you are worthy of so much more. So much more. And I live my life wanting to help people see that, wanting to help people understand that. And it's been my most rewarding time in life to be able to help people get through things, to be able to understand their worth and value, to help people to see that change, and for it to help them understand that it doesn't matter what other people think. You have to believe in you. You have to have your own conclusion in your life. And that matters. That matters so much more than anybody else's opinion of you. And so if I can help you get there, I would absolutely love to. I would love that chance and opportunity. I do have openings available starting next week. So if you have the time, if you have the need, I would love to help you. Get on my schedule. You can book with me on www.pathtotransformationboise.com. Yes, I know I'm not in Boise anymore. I'm in Nampa, in the Chrome Comb Barbershop. So it's a great place. The energy is amazing. The room is dark. Yes, the room is dark. However, a lot of my clients have started comparing it to being in a womb. You know, it's very much become a place where they feel like they can be nourished, where they can be comforted, where they can just be, and where they can relax and not be judged, and that's okay. And if this brings for you a rebirth process where you are fully love and able to embrace that you are worthy, that you have value, that your needs matter, if it helps you get there, then it's absolutely worth it, in my opinion. I am sending you all so much love and so much happiness and support. I really hope that you feel it. I really hope that if you don't believe in yourself, that you give me a chance to help you try. And we'll see where we get with you. I'm sending you so much love again, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.